Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Transformers Friday from the Toybox edition. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Walmart exclusive Netflix War for Cybertron Trilogy Deluxe Class Bumblebee. Let's get into it! Let's take a look at the figure and his accessories. And first up, let's take a look at the accessories. He's got this cannon. And this cannon, which looks very similar to it. Only you'll notice this one has a post in the back, and this one does not. This one has a port. Then he does have these two skis, which are, the same, except they're opposites. Sides, the post here is on opposite sides, or the tab. And then we have this piece as well, and I don't know, I forgot that this piece had even come with this Bumblebee, any of these cliff jumper weapons, and so I apologize if this is not the correct one. I think that it is, but this one has a silver paint app on it right here. So I think this is the correct one, because the Netflix stuff usually had better paint apps on it. So, but all of these things have nice molded detail, and I'm sure most everyone has seen all of this stuff before. But I'm going over it anyway because it's one I haven't covered. Now, I will have to say, nice likeness, licensed likeness of Volkswagen Beetle, and the fact that Volkswagen actually allowed this, that they allowed the license to be used like this, is really shocking, because in the Michael Bay movie, the reason that Bumblebee was not a Transformer in that first one is because the Volkswagen company did not want to be they didn't want their products displayed in violence. So they thought a robot that transformed into one of their vehicles and was fighting a war was violence. But there it is. But I have to say, this is a really good mold. I think it might be just slightly too long to be an actual scale, or to be actually the size, in this scale, the size of Volkswagen Bug, but I could be wrong. This could be the exact right length for this scale. But I have to say, overall, it's very good looking Volkswagen Beetle, and this is what Bumblebee should always turn into, period. Now, as far as the deco goes, there's some paint apps, there's some molded in color. We got the paint apps here for the door handle and the hubcaps, which do say, they have the Volkswagen logo on them, and that's on both sides, door handle, hubcaps. And then silver paint apps for the headlights. Got an Autobot Tampo here. Got another Volkswagen logo right here, and it does have a paint app on it. So that's really cool. And it's raised up, so it's molded in there. And then we've got some nice translucent windows all the way around, some nice paint apps here for the windshield wipers. You'll notice there's a sticker right here, and I did apply that to this figure. But other than that, it's, you can tell like this part was molded in this color, and then this is the paint app, so you can tell there's a slight difference there. So let's take a look back at the accessories and how they store on the figure in its alt mode. And you know, I said storage, but it's not really storage because it's really another mode for this. Well, you saw I you know, separated this out already, so it's ready to go. And how it goes in is, you'll notice it's got these two posts right here, and there's two pegs right there, and it pegs right into that. And then I don't think it pegs into anything up here. So there's that. So it won't roll now. So there is that. Now we've got these tabs here on the back, and they go in right there. Oops, wrong side. Well, I said they go in right there. Did I do it wrong? Because they don't go in that way. Well, I done forgot, and I didn't look at the instructions, although I did pull them out. We need to take a look at those too, don't we? So the skis, the little tabs on them, there's some slots right here that those go into. And I probably did that wrong too. Yeah. The tires sit on the skis, I think. It's been quite a while since I've messed with this version or these accessories, because honestly, for other than Cliff Jumper, I don't really care for these accessories. And that doesn't work. It's not supposed to go that way. Well, I guess I will have to take a look at the instructions. It's been so long since I've done this. So they're supposed to go this way. But they just don't. I know they're supposed to. Which is weird, unless I've got the wrong pieces. Which wouldn't surprise me. So upon closer inspection, I was doing it wrong. It's not this slot right here. There's one on the post here. Duh. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've put these pieces on any Transformer, let alone this Bumblebee, because I don't like them for them. But there you have it, my friends. There's Bumblebee in his other alt mode, his water alt mode. And last but not least, take a look at the handy dandy instructions. Generations, Transformers, War for Cybertron, Trilogy, Bumblebee. And then on the inside, nice, clearly illustrated diagrams of how to transform the figure, and no blurring, so very nice. And that, my friends, does it for a look at the figure in his alt mode. It's time for alt mode comparisons, and here we have the Walmart exclusive Netflix War for Cybertron Trilogy Deluxe Class Bumblebee with the Target exclusive Transformers Legacy Creatures Collide 4-pack Deluxe Class Goldbug, the Target exclusive Transformers Origin Deluxe Class Bumblebee, and the Transformers Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Bumblebee. For our last set of alt mode comparisons, here we have the Walmart exclusive Netflix War for Cybertron Trilogy Deluxe Class Bumblebee with the Transformers Titans Returns Legends Class Bumblebee, and the Amazon exclusive Transformers Generation Selects War for Cybertron Trilogy Earthrise Leader Class Alternate Universe Optimus Prime. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the comedy portion of our program where I attempt to transform this Transformer. And so, first off, let's take all these extra bits and bobs off. So, there's how you do that. Then the first thing I like to do is remove this piece. And sometimes it's easy to do, and sometimes it is not easy to do. So there, we can bend it back there, and then you just have to work it out of the hand. So there, we'll set that over to the side. So we've got that done. And the arms can kind of straighten out a bit, although you might not want to do that yet. And you want to pull the doors loose. You can see there's a tab. This one's already come loose a little bit. So there's a tab right there, and there's a slot in the leg where that goes in. So you want to undo those, then you want to undo the hood from the rest of the hood, I guess. And separate the feet here. And once you do that, flip the wheels in, then tilt this back, and then close this down. You see there's a post or tab right here, and it fits in one of these ports on the hubcap. You may have to move the hubcap a little bit, or move the tire a little bit, in order to get that to go into place correctly. See, like that one went right in. So then you want to pull the cab open, and once you do that, flip the rest of the hood inside there, and then just not all the way, but just kind of close this up a little bit. These pieces right here, swing them out like this, and then this hinge right here, the legs, the hips, all of that comes down like that. Then you rotate it around back to the front, open this back up, move these pieces in, then you can close this back up all the way, and you'll notice that there's tabs right here and there's catches for it, and then right there as well. So there's that. And there you have it, my friends. Bumblebee all transformed. Let's take a look at the figure and his accessories in robot mode. But before we do, I do have to finish transforming this guy, because I did forget an important piece, and it's this piece right here. So this post is on a hinge right here, so you pull it out. And depending on the way you want Bumblebee to look, if you want him to have that really hooded kind of look, you can post it in that way. I personally don't like that look, so I'll go this way with it and post that right in, and there you go. To me, that looks much better. Now let's take a look at the weapon accessories real quick. So these pieces can be used as individual guns. So there's that. This piece, you close it back up, and it's a club, I guess, or maybe an energy siphon piece. I don't know. And then, of course, you have the two skis. So what you would do with this piece is this piece with the post on it goes into the barrel of the gun that has the port in it, and then this post right here on this piece goes in that port, and then the ski pieces, these ports here on the side, they go in like this, where the ski piece bends, and then it becomes a rifle. And you know, he can hold it like this. It's kind of like a bazooka. But again, I don't like this piece. I don't use this piece in my display, even with Cliff Jumper. I think I've got it split down to two separate guns, perhaps. The piece I use with it is this gun right here, which is the one that came in the accessory pack that was packed in with the Sentry drone. And I did paint that black. And again, I did put this sticker on Bumblebee's chest to give him what I feel like is the proper look. Now let's take a look at the figure himself. We'll get this out of the way. So it's got some nice paint apps for the eyes there, some nice silver for the face, and like I mentioned before, there are some parts that are painted and some parts that are molded in color, and you can look at them and tell which, you know, which ones are which. This of course is a paint app here, so it doesn't quite match the color on the forearms, which are the forearms which are molded in this color plastic. As far as the mold goes, like a lot of this is, I would say about half of it is Cliff Jumper and half of it is new tooling for Bumblebee, because this piece is new, this piece is new, this piece is new, and the feet are new. So like the legs and the arms, and then, you know, the chest, not this chest, but like behind the chest is all Cliff Jumper there. I even think these pieces are remolded. So basically they brought the engineering over from Cliff Jumper and retooled the rest of it to be Bumblebee. Well, let's take a look at his articulation. So the head, I think, is on a ball joint. He can look up that high. He can look straight ahead. He's got a little bit of waggle, no chicken neck. He can do, with a little difficulty, the full Exorcist. At the shoulder, he can raise his arm up that high, so way past 90. 360 degrees worth of rotation. At the bicep, 360 degrees of rotation there. Single hinge at the elbow gives you approximately 90 degrees worth of bend, and then the hand is on or the wrist is on a mushroom peg, and it will rotate 360 degrees. At the waist, there's a rotation, 360 degrees of it. At the hips, he gives you the full splits. He can kick forward approximately 90 degrees, and back a little less because this backpack piece gets in the way. Now the thigh piece here is on a double mushroom peg, and it rotates out that far, and it rotates in that far, and you could probably make it do a little more than that, but there's no real reason to do that. So single hinge at the knee gives you not quite 90 degrees worth of bend. Then at the ankle, there's no tilt, but he does have a lot of rocker. So there you have it, my friends. There's a look at Bumblebee and his accessories in his robot mode. It's time for my favorite part of a Transformers review, robot mode comparisons. And here we have the Walmart exclusive Netflix War for Cybertron Trilogy Deluxe Class Bumblebee with the Target exclusive Transformers Legacy Creatures Collide 4-pack Deluxe Class Goldbug, the Transformers Bumblebee Origins Deluxe Class, and Transformers Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Bumblebee. For our last set of robot mode comparisons, here we have the Walmart exclusive Netflix War for Cybertron Trilogy Deluxe Class Bumblebee with the Transformers Titans Returns Legends Class Bumblebee and the Walmart exclusive Netflix War for Cybertron Trilogy Leader Class Optimus Prime. For final thoughts on the Walmart exclusive Netflix War for Cybertron Trilogy Deluxe Class Bumblebee, I'm going to say when this guy first came out, I never thought that we were ever going to get a Bumblebee as an officially licensed Volkswagen Bug or Beetle. I never thought that was going to happen until this one came out. And I was really, really surprised. I think a lot of people were surprised about it at the time. And I'm just so glad that they were able to make this Bumblebee, that they were able to go back again and then use the same mold with a different head and make Goldbug. Because in the comics, I really loved Bumblebee in the comic books. And, at that age, who didn't? That's the character you were mostly supposed to identify with. And for me, it worked. My wife is also a huge Bumblebee fan, but for a different reason. She really likes the Bayverse Bumblebee, not my favorite. G1, of course, is my favorite. Character-wise, at least. And I will have to say, I've purchased several different Bumblebees since this one. In fact, one before this one, even. And I have to say, this is still my favorite Bumblebee. This one really, I like the look of this one a lot better than the Studio Series 86 Bumblebee. I think this one actually looks better in both modes. The only difference is the Studio Series 86 figure, the head sculpt might be a little more, G1 accurate to this one, which it should be because that's the line that it's emulating. And is this a perfect Bumblebee? No, I don't think they've done a perfect Bumblebee yet. I've even had I forget which MP it was. It's the first Bumblebee MP release. And I don't think that's a perfect Bumblebee. It's really good. It's not perfect. I haven't messed around with the second version of MP Bumblebee. So I can't really say how that one is. But as far as mainline goes, this one is, this is the Bumblebee that is going to stay in my display until maybe the Walmart repainted this one that's in the brighter yellow. That one may actually displace this one. And even though this is my favorite, it's not to say this is a perfect Bumblebee. I, of course, had to add an Autobot sticker to his chest to give him the proper look, in my mind, the proper look. And so that's why it's in there. I noticed the next issue of this one, or the reissue, I don't guess it's really a reissue, it's just a repaint, I guess, does have a tampo of the Autobot logo on the chest, I do believe. So that one, at this point, that's the only one that really has a chance to displace this Bumblebee as my primary Bumblebee, but we'll have to wait and see, you know, how that one is. But again, this one's not perfect. You know, it's based on that Cliff Jumper, Earthrise Cliff Jumper, Deluxe Cliff Jumper mold, and it's retooled from that, and that's fine because it works. You know, basically all that they carried over from that figure, as far as the figure goes, is the engineering. You know, and maybe the base of the body. But, you know, the backpack piece, the feet, the head, that's all new stuff. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I did forget that this one also came with the Cliff Jumper accessories, so I did have to dig those out. Not my favorite set of accessories. I really like the gun that he's got here, which is the Drone Sentry, the one out of the Drone Sentry pack, and I painted it black to fit with my aesthetics for the figure. And so this is my Bumblebee. I don't know if it's your Bumblebee. It was kind of hard to get in some places, at least on primary market. And I was lucky enough at my local Walmart that I found this one, which is my copy. I picked up one for my friend who was collecting Transformers at the time, and you know, because I knew these were going to be hard to get, so I picked up one for him. And then I was lucky enough to run across two more, one of which I picked up for my wife, and one that I picked up for my son, who was, you know, pretty heavy into Transformers at the time. So far as my favorite Bumblebee. Again, that brighter yellow one may knock this one off the throne. We'll just have to wait and see when that one comes in. Well, that does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. If you are interested in supporting my channel further, I'm now offering memberships at various tiers. Click the join button on my YouTube page, or check this video's description for the link and see if any membership offers are right for you, but only if you are in a position to do so. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you would like to see more content or just help the channel grow, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.